I asked her, I said, why do you think you're pregnant? And she said, well, I looked in the mirror and my aura has changed.
She can't be pregnant. She had a hysterectomy.
I'm laughing already because I know y'all tired of hearing from me what Bahamians would and wouldn't do. But we have another story like that because today I'm going to tell you all about the documentary I just watched on Netflix called Maternal Instinct. Now, let me tell you how I end up even clicking on this. Scrolling threads, and all I see is somebody say, this is the most vile, disgusting, horrible thing I've ever seen. I say less. I telling you, I say what? Horrible, vile. Netflix, you say immediately, yes. Now, the reason why I say I have to tell y'all what a Bahamian wouldn't do, because this entire story, I'm just like, there's no way. So sorry. There's no way you could bring a gal or man, whoever you dating, you cannot bring somebody around your Bahamian family and friends and they all get suspicious and don't say nothing. Like, you'll never see a day where a bunch of Bahamians suspicious and everybody quiet. So let me tell you the story. Maternal Instinct is about a gal named Taylor. This really is not a long story, you know. Watch this. So Taylor lives in some backwards place, like Texas. I think it's Texas. So Taylor lives in Texas, and Taylor seems like a nice girl. Nothing seems wrong with her. Whatever. She living her nice little life in the South. Taylor meets a man named Wade. And let me tell you, let me just say this up front. I'm going to talk about this man because I'm so tired of these Netflix documentaries talking about these horrible women and these horrible things they did, and the man that spent every day with her do nothing about it. Oh, innocent, ignorant man. Enough. They did that shit with the Ruby Frank documentary, and they do this shit again because let me tell you something. You ain't gonna tell me you live in a house with a woman. You doing life with a woman. You married to a woman and she pregnant or pretending to be pregnant and you none the wiser. If you truly are none the wiser, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit partner. And we can talk about it because I think that's relevant. I can't stand when just because she could be the villain of this story and it can end with her being a villain, don't make this man innocent or somebody we should feel for him. And that's important because by the end of the thing, his mommy could be like, oh,
poor him. You know, people still judge him, you know. They still turn their heads around when they still go the other way when they see him come in and blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, poor him. He's still getting judged.
We could talk about it. Anyways, this gal, Taylor, who seems like a nice gal, nothing seems wrong with her to the untrained eye, she meets this man named Wade and she dared trip up off Wade. Why? I don't know what she trip up off Wade for. But she gets trip up off of Wade. Now, in the documentary, they have some of Wade's friends. They have Wade's parents. They have some of her former friends in the documentary. Now, check stop. When she meets Wade, her and Wade immediately all boot up. They say the friends met her and they were like, oh, this is a beautiful gal. She seemed wonderful. She seemed cool. You should lock her down. She pretty. She cool. Nice personality. But then, and importantly, she tell Wade and all his friends that she rich. Not like she rich now, but that her family come from plenty money and she'll come into that money later. Fuck yeah. If somebody come meet me and my family, if my sister come show me a that she dating and that man that she dating say to me,
you know, my people have plenty money, so in a certain amount of time, once, you know, my Grammy dead and my mommy stop all these problems and I have a crazy money to see, and my mommy and my Grammy's been all kind of problems and it's all kind of stuff, but you know, once all that kind of stuff sorted out, I could come into plenty money, I could be millionaire.
As soon as they say that, this me and the rest of my sisters. Look at them. Immediately we in there in this foolishness. But that's what she was telling them from jump. Now watch this, because men be gold diggers too and nobody addresses it and I grow weary. Soon as she say, oh, her people come from plenty money. Here go his friends, them. Oh, you know, she pretty and she cool and her people have plenty money. That's what you always wanted.
Huh?
That's what you always wanted. You should go ahead and lock that down. Marry her. And so he talking about that. Now here's the thing. And he acknowledges this. He say she was a great girlfriend and eventually wife, right? He say she would do everything he asked for. She would make sure food waiting for him when he get home. The gal was great, no problem. Now watch this. All of a sudden one day she come about, oh, turns out I actually am coming into my inheritance soon. There's $8 million on the way to me. Now, here's I don't understand people like this, and I've watched so many documentaries and TikTok stories and all kind of foolishness, but it's like, even if somebody, whether they lying or whether it's true, if the money ain't reach, why you spending money you don't have yet? That makes no sense to me. She tell you $8 million coming, so y'all immediately go out and spend 5?
Oh my God.
I don't understand. I feel like whenever I watch documentaries and it shows the man ended up being some wicked man and he was doing something, whether it was he was serial killing, he was criming, he was money laundering, he was whatever he was doing.
Everybody always be like, ain't no way the wife didn't know. No way the wife didn't know. Oh, look into the wife. The wife had to know. Oh, the wife had to know.
Hold up, wait a minute.
But before we get deeper into the video, y'all know I finally launched merch, right? Okay, that's right. The Illuminativerse finally has merch, so you can rep your favorite channel. Okay, that's right. Whether you're an Illuminati pop girl like myself, an Olay and chill enthusiast like my baby sister, an Olay and friends stan like all my friends, or somebody who locks in for a 2-hour Illuminati production, we've got something for you. We've got mugs, shirts, and hats. It's all very cute because cartoon me is adorable. Shout out to Terrific Tariq for being the man behind her. And to my pop watchers in particular, please notice you wore me down and I finally gave y'all the shoot me with your big gun merch y'all kept begging me for. But it's a mug. Y'all are not getting a shirt because I made one. I'm wearing it. And I want y'all to know, shoot me with your big gun on a shirt feel like target practice, and y'all ain't gonna say that I send y'all out there like that. But I genuinely love my merch, not just because it's mine, but because I ordered everything myself before showing it to y'all, so I can make sure the quality was good, because I can't have y'all spending y'all hard-earned money on garbage. Which is why I'm pleased to report that I now have a cupboard full of beautiful glossy mugs and a drawer full of the comfiest Illuminati shirts. So if you've ever wanted to support the channel or rep your favorite corner of the Illuminativerse, or just walk around with my cartoon face on your chest, check out the merch store linked in the description below, or go to Illuminati-shop.fourthwall.com, or use the QR code on your screen to make sure you get your Illuminati merch today. That's Illuminati-shop.fourthwall.com, or click the link in the description below, or use the QR code on screen to run me your money today. Now let's get back to the video. But this man, when you want me to believe, so she lying to you, she telling you $8 million coming, and you just start spending money. Immediately, she tells him this $8 million coming. She goes and get the man a $100,000 car. She go buy him ma car. His ma a car. She buy him big tractor. She buying this man all kind of things. They spending. They signing on all kind of dotted lines. Next thing you know, him and her put down an offer, a $4 million offer on a farm for him. All that she doing behind him, mind you. And he's dead happy with it. Oh, he's spending. When you look after they done buy the ma car, she go and call the mother and say, hey, mother-in-law, I need you to bring that car to the house and compact that and go away. It get recalled and having some issues. The mother say her car gone for so long, she eventually called the dealership, like, what happened to my car? They was like, what you mean, what happened to your car? You ain't fucking pay for it, girl. We take that get repossessed. She said,
Oh my God.
so the mother say from there, she started worrying like a pit in her stomach for her child, because she know her son can't afford all this stuff that they buying and doing. So she's saying to herself, oh shit, if the car get repossessed, this is what she can say. She really hope that the $4 million property go through. Miss.
Are you serious right now, bro?
It wasn't even no lavish car they buy her. I don't know what that was. Corolla, Camry, something regular. If that get repossessed, where the you take a $4 million something? Girl, she said she had the car for 3 months before I get repossessed. I mean, they ain't never pay on it. But you think they a $4 million property? These people. Now, when you look from that point on, once the money wasn't coming, she got to come up with some stories. She tell him, oh, something happened with her mommy again. Because that's her whole big story, is that, oh, there's all this family drama. Her mommy is a crazy woman. Her mother's this horrible, crazy nut job lady. And so she say the mommy ain't want her to get nothing. So the mommy do all kind of stuff, tie up all kind of stuff to make sure she can get her inheritance no more. So it's from that point that this man stopped checking for. And I just want to say this, because whether or not, and there's no whether or not, she is in fact going to do some dastardly crazy things. This man is not a good You meet this woman, you dating her, marrying her, whatever it is, you having a serious relationship with her. She doing everything behind you. You say she feeding you, she cleaning up after you. When she thinks she have plenty of money, oh, she buying all kind of things behind you, and all of a sudden you in her face is all lovey-dovey, whatever. The minute the money ain't coming, all of a sudden, he distant. He round with her. He don't really like her no more. I'm like, you ain't shit, boy. You was ready. Oh, marry her, lock her down. Oh, she nice, she have money. You see, by the end, we can fast forward for a second. When everything that is go down, he at the end of the documentary, like, oh, you know, I think she did all of this because she was waiting for me to tell her that I love her, and I never did.
What?
It's like, you proud of yourself? So you was with this woman, conducting whole big serious relationship with her, acting like you planning a life with her, like, oh, you married, y'all having children, but you don't give a about her. You only seem to care about her when you thought she had money. That don't move me. That don't move me, sir. He said it like he was like, oh, because she's a villain now, that make him the good guy. Like, see, I never did love that gal. She could have never make me love her.
Fuck, man.
You piece of shit. Because, listen, babe, I get mad at myself, but there's so many times in this story where if this man had given a exercised a little bit of due diligence or given a rat's ass about his life, her life, their life together, any of it, so much could have been avoided, right? But anyway, so him and her together. Once the money ain't coming, they ain't able to get the property or whatever have you, all of a sudden, you know, he started being stank and distant. He ain't checking for her. They showing all kind of texts and voicemails of her reaching out to her friends like, oh, he don't seem to be on my run no more. I think he talking to other people. I don't know what's going on. And she is so desperate. Please, please, please. To keep this man. This man. I mean.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
I don't think there's any man on earth that's worth you doing the kind of shit she getting ready to do. Or not even getting ready to do. Already been doing, because we could get to it. Ain't no man, but certainly not this man. Girl, look here. Oh my God, mental illness.
It's mental illness, isn't it?
But I think that's important because she is mentally ill. And that's something that the documentary does not even allude to, is not mentioned. There's no acknowledgement. The police, nothing or whatever. We could talk about it when we get to the end. But let me be clear. This lady is mentally ill. This is not just horrible things are going to happen. Crime is going to happen, child, and she's going to do it. But important to this and not to be thrown aside is the fact that this lady is clearly mentally ill. This is clearly a woman that's not in her total faculty. It's like, if you've ever watched the TV show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, if y'all have ever watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and you know about Rebecca Bunch, tell me this gal, the way she moving, go watch the documentary and tell me that ain't this. Because listen, anyway, the man ain't checking for her. So because the man ain't checking for her, she think this man gonna leave her. She like, oh my God, you know what I need to do to keep this man? We need to have a baby. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not only will I never understand anybody who thinks baby could keep a man that don't want to be kept, but what I don't understand even more than anybody not knowing that is a bitch who already have a baby for a she ain't with not understanding that. Bitch, you have proof. You have proof that having baby don't keep man because you have them. Where the man?
Where's she at, though?
So she decides, okay, not only that they have to have a baby to keep the man, that they are having a baby. So she come about, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, Jesus, deliver me, child. She come about, oh, she pregnant. And here's the guy. So she posting all kind of pregnant picture, this and the next thing, like pregnant. And his parents was dead excited. They said elated. Like his parents liked her. They with her. Or at least he daddy. But when you look, they have in the documentary, they have her former friends. And her former friends said, when they started seeing her posting these pictures of her being pregnant, like she posted maternity photos, like from a gender reveal and all this, these pictures was like, we were sick to our stomach. And you might think to yourself, why would you be sick to your stomach to hear that your friend, former friend or not, is expecting a child? They say, because she can't have no children. What? This gal, this again to mental illness. The woman ain't, you think I had good? She cannot have babies. She has had a hysterectomy. You would think she wouldn't choose, even if you would be crazy and come up with a crazy ass plan to keep a man and some elaborate lie. Like you might do something that you could pull off, that you could manage. Like I could see a crazy gal saying she pregnant with the intention, like, oh my God, I could get pregnant right now. Like I could make sure I get pregnant to like pack it up. Like I could see the timeline, you know. No, but she can't get pregnant at all. Her first strategy and plan for keeping a who ain't want to be kept is something she cannot execute. And another thing I'll say, because I think it's important to say these things because these documentaries don't hone in on it or pay attention to it. Before we even get to like all of the friends and everybody suspecting, whether or not she pregnant and everybody having their different theories on what she could do and what the plan is, let me just say this. This is, of course, not to excuse anything that this woman is doing. Let me be clear. This is just to add some context for how we think about these things when we think about how these kinds of atrocities happen. The first thing, the minute I see what The Rock was cooking, I was like, oh, I know where this is going. Not only is this a storyline from Private Practice, one of Shonda Rhimes' most underrated shows, but it has happened a lot throughout time and makes sense why in a society, a patriarchal, misogynist society that teaches women that what it means to be a woman is to be able to have kids, that your value is being able to have a baby for a man, especially in a small town, Southern traditional society, XYZ. So the way that we understand when men feel emasculated or men go through midlife crises or understand how a man could snap and lose his shit if he was castrated or something like that, we don't think about how the loss of womanhood or femininity and all these different things and not feeling threatened to cause women to spiral, especially in a big way, like having a hysterectomy you didn't intend to have. This woman had an ectopic pregnancy, and then the doctors decided because she had this ectopic pregnancy that she had to have a full hysterectomy, which, I mean, I'm like, damn, I feel like lots of women end up with ectopic pregnancies and don't have to have a full hysterectomy. I don't know if that's something she ever explored or had like lawyers look into or anything like that, but it hit my ears a little outrageous, but overall just unfortunate if that was something that was medically necessary, right? But this is a woman that had to have a hysterectomy. So already you feeling like, especially in a society that makes you think like, oh, you have to be able to have children. You have to be able to give a man children, especially in this kind of community. You could understand how bitches lose their mind when something so traumatic happens to them. That on top of the fact that this lady to me is very clearly suffering from some kind of undiagnosed and unmedicated borderline personality disorder or something like that, which I think is really unfortunate that those things don't get acknowledged like that. Like eventually in the story, you can realize like when you actually realize what's going on and what happened with her mom, all these different things, you can realize that everybody, to the people that actually know her and realize she have issues, like all these crazy things happening, they don't seem, I hate that it's treated as though she's just this like evil, deceptive, manipulative, evil, horrible person rather than like this person who like pulling the wool over their eyes or scheming rather than somebody who's like very, very seriously mentally ill and is not having that mental illness acknowledged as such. I wish people understood like mental illness and mental health issues worsen over time. The longer things go untreated, undealt with, unmedicated, all of that, things get worse. So to me, it's unfortunate when even if you can't save this girl, right? Like this has already happened. She's already done this horrible thing. The society's already going to punish her and put her in jail and deal with her, whatever. But it's important for other people, you know what I mean? Being able to prevent these things in the future and being able to help other people to be able to identify that. So to me, the greatest, not the greatest tragedy, because it's not. The greatest tragedy is the lives that are going to be lost in this situation. But a great tragedy is people not exploring how these things happen, how maybe earlier medical intervention, earlier any kind of intervention, because there was so many different, even beyond just, I'm talking about a larger thing when I talk about early intervention, like this girl's life, like as a child, as she was growing up, like all the different times, maybe they could have got her mental health treatment, all these different things. There's also something to be said about the many times that they could have intervened during this scenario, because you don't know how much times they had to stop this kind of foolishness this girl was on job. But anyway, let me get back to it. So she pregnant, but she can't have no babies because she had a hysterectomy. But he don't know that. And nobody know that, but the friends who ain't her friends no more. Now this way I say, these couldn't have been Bahamians. Because she puts up all the posts about, oh, she's pregnant, she's expecting a girl, all of this. Now, let me just walk y'all through all the different people that if they was Bahamian, was telling. First of all, Wade, that's her man, that's her husband. Wade friend wife, who friends with her, ask her to like, help her plan the like baby shower, whatever, the gender reveal party. And so she send a friend wife, the test results showing like, oh, she's pregnant. Like, or showing what the gender is. Man, the friend wife say she looking at the thing and she look at the day, it's 2021. But the ass saying, oh, this the pregnancy, the baby is a girl and all of this is from 2016 or 2017. So she say immediately she call her like, hey,
you send me the right thing, like whatever. And she said at that point, Taylor say, oh, let me call you back. And when she called her back, she was like, oh, I called the doctors and they said it was 100 or 200 misprints that day. But, you know, the gender is still right.
Electric chair.
She coulda never get that shit off with any baby. Let me tell you something. If right now, CJ friend gal asked me to plan a baby shower for her, and she send me the medical results, and I see it have a different year on it, before I even call her this me, I can see it like this. CJ, oh my god. I can say, CJ, come in here. CJ, come look at this. Come look with this fucking gal. Hold on, I'm laughing because I just know CJ can hear me screaming his name to do this impersonation. Or what I would do is come running into this room, like what happened. But I'd come and say, CJ, oh my god, CJ, come here. CJ. I'd say, you know, I said I was the plan to tank for a girl, right? And CJ say, yeah. I say, CJ, come here. So she had to send me the results to show me the gender so I could go get the cake or whatever. Make CJ, look what date to say. CJ do the we both say, no man. This me calling my boy. Listen, look here. I won't be the one to say something. I know this could sound crazy, but I ain't think your girl pregnant, you know. I think something happening. I know. Oh, I think there's some kind of scam. Okay? That had been my first thought, right? From that person. Then, let me tell you who really, if they was Bahamians, they was telling. The former friends say, oh, they see her making these posts and stuff, and they just like upset, sick to their stomach because they know she can't get pregnant. But they don't know Wade, they don't know his family, his friends, they ain't trying to get in it. Let me tell you, if that was Bahamians, I shit you not, hand to God, I know Bahamians. I know listen, y'all don't know.
Say the line, Bart.
I am from an island that is 21 by 7 miles long. Yeah! Ain't no secrets. There are no secrets. You can't do dirt in the Bahamas. You can't make it home before Bahamians done tell everybody what you do. I'm telling you this. That would have gone, let me tell you. Bahamians, they don't have to know Wade. They do not have to know Wade. They don't have to know Wade, family, his friends, all they need to know is maybe somebody who might know Wade. Let me tell you, they'd get a call like this. from a Bahamian that see no posts, they're like, they'd call and they'd say, hello, hi, can I speak to a Wade? Well, yes, this is him. Hi, hey, sorry. You don't know me. You don't know me, but I know your wife, and I see online, I see a post on Facebook, you see come across my page saying that y'all have a baby on the way. Man, look here, I sorry to tell you, I know you don't know me. I sorry to tell you that, but she lying to you, man. Lordy, I know what I'm trying to say. She lying to you. He'd say, well, what you mean? Well, she can't have no baby. What that? She had a what that is? She had a hysterectomy. They say she had a hysterectomy. What you mean how I know? Ask the girlfriend. She tell me. What you mean how I know? Yes, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, look here. Just know I tell you. Just don't say nobody tell you. I just couldn't in good conscience see you get swing like that, man. So I just say, hey, let me pick up the phone. I didn't know your people, so I said, let me pick up the phone and I'm gonna warn you. Hammonds was telling. They was telling. Then, look here, I sorry to say, even the Bahamian medical professionals was telling. Even they was telling. Look here, they had like the doctors from the clinic who perform a hysterectomy. Like they was seeing the post. That's how small this town was. They saw the post to saying that her saying she was pregnant. And they was like, what the f? Because they know she can't get pregnant. But they can't violate HIPAA. So they ain't gonna say nothing. Let me tell you, a Bahamian doctor was gonna let something slip. Like somebody was gonna know. They might not be able to trace that back to the doctor, but somebody was gonna know. All you was gonna hear on the island was,
man, you hear so-and-so ain't really pregnant? What? We hear that, man? I know, babe. You're saying so-and-so city said they ain't really pregnant. That's what I hear. I know, but that's what I hear.
The part that's crazy, right? And so now there's all these different moving parts. There's his friends and his family and her former friends and everybody and her doctors and everybody knowing and thinking to themselves and talking amongst themselves like, this gal can't have no babies, this gal ain't pregnant.
Someone do something.
And the part that's crazy is one of these do of this why I feel like this man is being let off the hook too much for this entire story. Because one of the friends does tell him, and eventually the mother tells her the suspicions. It becomes like an open thing that everybody doubts that the baby, that she's pregnant. How on God's green earth you live with a woman is your wife, she having a child for you, and you don't know that she ain't pregnant? Like, they show she starts going on Amazon and buying fake prosthetic baby bump. I didn't even know girl that baby bump that could move like people feeling her belly and saying they feel a kick. That's how serious this is. How you think I could be strapping fake belly to my stomach every day and CJ don't know? Do you think that if I say I'm pregnant and everybody else of the world come to CJ and say, CJ, she lying, she ain't pregnant, CJ can come in this house and say, show me your belly.
Show me to me, please.
Show me your belly.
You think, like, what kind of husband? The fact alone that he couldn't verify nothing because you ain't going to the doctor with her, you ain't whatever. And he's saying, like, oh, she wouldn't let me near her, she wouldn't show me. Look here, no involved man that's in this house and no husband, no partner, ain't gonna no. There's a bunch of, I don't want to hear this nonsense. You mean to tell me, you know how crazy it is? Do you understand how insane it is? How much shit people, that's the kind of thing, the idea that you faking a pregnancy is something that people wouldn't even typically allow themselves to believe. That's how crazy and outlandish that is. Do you know what kind of crazy shit people have to be seeing to say to themselves very confidently and aloud to each other, she ain't really pregnant, she faking it? Do you know how crazy they have to think your bitches and how what they see and how crazy it have to be? So there's just no way everybody in your life thinks something that's prominent as a bitch is faking the pregnancy that at some point has to end with a baby.
And you just saw what happened. That ain't something you would confirm.
That ain't something that you as the husband, you as the baby's father ain't checking. Are we serious? I don't understand why that level of incompetence and ignorance is accepted from men. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And there's more that's gonna be said that tells me, I'm like, look here, go talk. This needed to be interviewed and investigated too, as a goddamn accessory after the fact, or as a damn accomplice, because it ain't making no sense. But everybody around just saying to themselves, oh, this girl faking this pregnancy. So they come up with, they decide she either fake a miscarriage, or the doctors and the people at the clinic who give it a hysterectomy say to themselves, they were on alert thinking she probably gonna try to steal a baby. Oh, motherfucker. So everybody, y'all, and this is what I don't understand. If I'm Doctor Strange and I'm thinking about all the different ways in the universe this situation could go, if a woman, a crazy nut bitch, is pretending to be pregnant, and I'm thinking about what possible things she could do to bring this vision to reality. If I say fake a miscarriage is one, steal a baby is two. If steal a baby, you don't even have to get to a third thing to get to murder, because the stealing the baby, sure, she could steal a baby that just in the hospital, but it's happened before. It's the other way nut bitches like that steal the baby is out the bitch belly. That's the thing. Again, did y'all watch Private Practice? How is that not on your mind? How do y'all not say to yourself that somebody might be in danger? Like, this is a serious thing. We on alert. We've notified the hospital be on alert that she might steal the baby. No. She might come in here looking to steal babies. What? We don't, oh my God, we don't think we need to exercise no precaution. Oh my God. Everybody think that the crazy bitch is faking a pregnancy and she get a fake a miscarriage or teeth a baby. And nobody thinks maybe we should intervene. This bitch needs an intervention, a straitjacket, a 72-hour hold, the police, whatever the something. Or at the very least, maybe, we shouldn't let the crazy bitch who faking a pregnancy be best friends with a gal who pregnant. Like, nobody would think she in danger. The fact that nobody at all, oh Lord. So in the course of all this wildness, because like I say, Taylor apparently was a nice gal, very personable, social, all these different things. Taylor was like doing photography for a while. So she ends up meeting this woman named Reagan because she did the photos for Reagan's wedding. Oh, this poor, oh Lord. So when you look, let me tell y'all how crazy Taylor is. You know, eventually, if you claiming you're pregnant, you have to have the baby. So when it's time, due dates, you know, she been giving due dates, all these lies. He bout, this the husband, Wade bout. Well, you know, when the due date comes, she tell him, oh, we can't go to the hospital that day because there's a bomb threat.
What the fuck?
Do y'all believe that this nut bitch called in a bomb threat to the hospital? Do y'all understand what we dealing with? He goes to her eventually. He's like at her, accusatory about the fact that he don't believe she's pregnant. Nobody believes she's pregnant because he can't get her to go to the hospital. She's like, oh, she can go to the hospital. Oh, there's a bomb threat. Then when you look, she do a big elaborate scheme where she tell him, oh, she going to the hospital to go like have the baby, but he should just meet up with her later because he needs to go pay for some hogs. He needs to go sell some hogs, like pig. The man is a farmer man. She tell him, you know, well, we really need the money. A man texts him like, oh, you know, I want to come buy the hogs from you. When he go all the way out there to the man to go sell the hogs, the man was like, what the fuck you doing there? He's like, what you mean what I doing there? You tell me come here. He was, man was like, I ain't tell you nothing. He's like, look at the text. Yeah, you tell me. The man was like, that's not my phone number. And he's like, well, who could have sent me this? Your bitch. He literally the man say, well, I did talk to your wife. Like So this woman, she done call in a bomb threat. A bomb fucking threat. And she done fake an elaborate hog selling scheme to get out of you going with her to the hospital for her to birth this baby. So he say, okay, this shit ain't making sense. So he start around with this woman. This way, again, I refuse to let this man off the hook too. I refuse. Because he say that she said to him, you know what? I'm tired of your family not believing me being pregnant. I'm leaving here and I'm coming back here with a baby. What the fuck? What the hell? How does this man get to play dumb like this? Everybody didn't tell you the fucking bitch ain't pregnant. She ain't pregnant. She making it up. She won't let you start. She won't let you see the belly. She won't let you go to the hospital. She could bomb track so that she can't be there for her due date. All kind of shit. Now she in your face. She says to you, I'm tired of your people thinking that I'm not pregnant. Watch when y'all see I come back here with a baby. Not watch when I have my baby. Watch when I come back here with a baby. Is that not a fucking declaration that I'm going out into the world to take a baby and come back with baby? You need to leave. Apparently not. Wait, say, okay, well, I'll be at work. Holler at me later. Say, well, Wade ass needs to get locked up too, child. Wade need to get locked up too.
Electric chair.
Because that woman leave there, gone to her friend house, her good friend house, and kill that girl. Take the baby out her belly like this private practice and leave that woman there dead. Would the woman have a child? You know, woman child in the back room. Go on to the woman's house, murder her. Then she speeding down the highway with the woman dead baby. Like, hysterically crying, the police behind her. She calling the police like, oh, she trying to make it seem like she just gone into labor. She just had this baby on the side of the road and she trying to get to the hospital because her baby's not breathing and she trying to reach her husband and her husband waiting there for her and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just thinking to myself like, you felt like, but again, she's mentally ill. There's no point actually. There's no point us even evaluating the absurdity of her plan, right? Like, because lady, you think people can't see you didn't just give birth? Like the fact that she didn't think there was any scientific medical tells for people to know that you can't just say you just pop a baby out your pussy and ain't no proof. So the doctor come look at her like, you ain't had no baby. Glance at her, you ain't had no baby. And the police is like, miss, come here. She's like, what, come here for what? Why y'all treating me like this? I just had a baby. They're like, you ain't had no baby. Come here. She's like, what you mean? Come here to jail. Come to jail. You're going to jail. I felt so bad for Reagan's mother when she discovered her daughter murdered. You hear that lady screaming, crying on the 911 call. I felt so bad for her. And it's so unfortunate because I'm just like, I've never seen a small town mind their business in this way. Like, you know what I mean? It was like, why you only in Y'all ain't make too much a bigger fuss about this. Why we all just everybody just assuming y'all all decided that yeah, she lying, but she could do something. She could do something chill about it. Do y'all think people who crazy enough to fake like they having a baby could do something chill about it? Oh my god. Oh my god. That being said, they put her on the death row. Like they sentenced her to death. And I think that's an unjust consequence. Like not to say, listen, I understand murder. Like she murdered this woman, Reagan. She murdered Reagan. She murdered her child. That is heinous. That is horrific. That is unforgivable, and that can't come back. But this is an obviously mentally ill woman. This is an obviously mentally ill woman. And the fact that that wasn't addressed or thought of or treated like a mitigating factor is not right. It's not correct. And I'll spare y'all this because neither y'all nor me feels like me going into a defense attorney diatribe and explaining to y'all the importance of all these different things. Just know that's my position on it. They should have considered the fact that this girl is gravely mentally ill. Whether or not you're going to go send her to be in prison for the rest of her life or whatever have you. But death row, I think death row is generally pretty unconscionable almost across the board. I am not pro the death penalty for many different reasons. But in this particular instance, I'm especially not for it as the result here. I feel for everybody involved. Like that's the thing. Not except Wade. Because then after that, Reagan dead, her baby dead, Taylor now on death row, and Wade and his bullshit ass over there like, I guess she did all of this because she wanted me to tell her I love her, and I never did.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell. Carry your ass. And then this mom come about, oh, poor Wade, everybody judges him. People want to be his friend. He live with this forever. Boy, look here. Anyway, child. That is Maternal Instinct. Y'all need to go watch that. And if you've watched it already, please tell me your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video you just watched, congratulations! You've officially wandered into the Illuminati-verse. Now, before you get overwhelmed, let me explain where exactly you've landed, because apparently one YouTube channel was not enough for me. If you're looking for my biggest productions, the kinds of videos that require me to disappear into a cave for 6 weeks and emerge with an existential crisis, subscribe to Illuminati, my flagship channel, where you'll find my magnum opuses like If Pretty is a Privilege, Ugly is a Curse, How This Didn't Age Well Destroyed Media Literacy, How Men Become Aziz Ansari, Why Serial Killers Aren't Monsters, and so much more. If you're here because you love television, movies, and hearing me explain why everybody misunderstood your favorite character, subscribe to Illuminati Pop, my TV and film essay channel. That's where you'll find fun deep dives on How I Met Your Mother, Sex and the City, Desperate Housewives, You, Euphoria, Insecure, Girlfriends, and more. And if you'd like to watch my videos uncensored, get early access, and support the channel directly, just join the Illuminati Pop Patreon. If you are looking for chaos and a good time, subscribe to Olay and Chill, where I unpack reality TV, TikTok drama, documentaries, chaos in internet, and whatever nonsense the internet has cooked up this week. If you'd like to watch me and some of my favorite Black creators and thinkers come together to discuss the culture, subscribe to Olay and Friends. If you're looking for shorter commentary on whatever the internet is currently spiraling about or whatever's on my mind, subscribe to Illuminati Bite. If you want to watch me and my bitch Kenny JD laugh, overshare, talk a little shit, and unpack the messiness of life, love, and the internet, and whatever foolishness we watching, subscribe to Olay and Kenny. If politics is more your thing and where you know me from, subscribe to Illuminati Politics for my State of the Union-like addresses on O Squared. And if music is your thing and you want to hear what I think about the latest albums and what I'm getting into, subscribe to Illuminati Extras. Subscribe to whichever corners of the Illuminati-verse speak to you, or subscribe to all of them and become a full-time resident. And while you're at it, you can follow me everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Twitter at Illuminati. You can also follow Illuminati Pop and Olay and Chill and Olay and Friends on social media so you never miss a thing. Welcome again to the Illuminati-verse. Now go look around a little bit. Make yourself at home.